Go straight. Yama, go straight. Go straight. Stop by. I'm going to be singing at the cannery here. Yeah.
Miena Yoo is a singer-songwriter. She's traveling that long, familiar road of the folk singer, playing wherever and for whoever she can.
You got me wrong, you got me right.
This small outdoor stage at the cannery near Fisherman's Wharf is just one of her regular venues. The audience is often passing tourists.
It's a great place to meet, a lot of people who came from different states. Bigger, public place, right? But after one time, twice, third time, oh man, this is like my hometown, singing at my hometown.
Miena is Korean. She's been in the States for 14 years. Many of her songs are about her hometown in the rural Korean countryside.
Not only about my hometown, but also about my family and also about my experience of living in the United States.
And many of them are sung, at least in part, in Korean.
So we say in Korean when the birds are singing, 지지배배, 지지배배, 지지배배. So this is the song that I wrote for the bluebird.
When I sing in Korean, it's my native language. It touches more my heart, and I see more the experiences of my memories that I had when I was little. Yeah, it brings me up more memories. So it gives me more emotional feelings when I sing. It's more my heart.
Some of Miena's influences are obvious. She loves American singers like Tracy Chapman and Lucinda Williams.
These two singers are my favorite in the United States. I love their strong voice, and I love their passion when they sing, and I love their strong lyrics. And another, my favorite folk singer is Korean. Her name is Hyun Yang. I used to listen to her music when I was a college student. She was a pretty big folk musician.
This afternoon, Miena is performing at the San Francisco Free Folk Festival. She's just one of 120 acts that have invaded Roosevelt Middle School this weekend. This is the 30th year of the festival. Richard Rice is one of the board members.
So there are all sorts of things going on here, all sorts of performers doing different kinds of music, as you hear.
Yeah, that's great.
Hey, 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 yeah, let it go away. Life away too beautiful anyway.
Miena is playing on the songwriter stage, which turns out to be a small classroom with an attentive handful of listeners.
We really look for people who are the up-and-coming people, maybe people that work other jobs or whatever. Anyway, we put out a call, and she contacted me, and I hadn't heard her before. It just definitely sounded a little bit different, and it's just really soulful. Very soulful performer, very deep feeling I got from hearing her.
My little hometown in Korea, Sanga, was surrounded by beautiful cherry blossom flowers. And when my grandmother passed away in April, the cherry blossom flowers started scattering everywhere. It's like a white snow. The white petals from the cherry blossom trees, it looks like a white snow in spring. So I was so sad that I lost my grandmother. However, it was a beautiful moment that I've ever seen. And they're just singing also in Korean, hoi, 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 hoi. That's the sound of flying in Korean. So my grandmother flies away with a snowflower. This is the song, the flower snow for my grandmother. The white snow reminds me of my grandmother every time. Thank you. to tell you. When love comes to me,
Miena started playing music as a child through the encouragement of her mother, but she only began performing in public 4 years ago. Illness was part of her inspiration.
I had a cancer 5 years ago. I had a surgery and I had a chemotherapy. Yeah, so it took like for a close to a year. Yeah, close to a year. Once I was very afraid of living. I learned the value of my life when I was handling cancer. I had so many, difficult moments, not only physically, but also the emotional feelings. I had so many difficult to handle it. And I saw myself right next to death. It was a very, very sad moment. I started telling myself, and this journey is everyone has to get through, no matter what, not only just for sickness. When the people get old, people is going to die. It's long and the rich journey. After recovering from my cancer, as I promised to myself, I started playing music at UCSF Mount Zion Cancer Center as a volunteer musician. That gave me more passion about my music because I have a purpose of my music. Here's a time to live for journey.
Volunteering to play music is a big part of Miena's life. She also plays at a veterans home in Martinez and at nursing homes in the East Bay.
Yes, still, whenever I sing that song, I cry myself. It's right next to my memories, so it touches my heart so much. Let's go, Yama. Let's go.
Miena's goodwill is tireless. Besides her volunteer performances, she has also taken up the cause of stray animals.
I love animals, especially dogs. I grew up with the dogs when I was little.
Miena is actually putting aside all the money she makes from her CDs to somehow help homeless animals. The amount is small so far, but she is undaunted. She's recording a second CD this summer, and she has steady gigs lined up at coffee houses, nursing homes, and the cancer ward for the foreseeable future.